Where is this paycheck actually going? Let's break it down. Hi, I'm Danny, and I'm on a journey to become debt-free. In this video, I'm walking through the categories this paycheck is funding. All right, so starting with my salary, and this is for paycheck dated January 29th. Starting with my salary, it is $2,114.01. My fixed expenses, I'm going to be budgeting for rent, and that will be $512.50. The cell phone will be $92. Fitness, I'm budgeting $35. And student loans, I have my automatic payment come out on the 9th, and that will be $121.72. My total fixed expenses are $761.22, which leaves $1,352.79. Moving on to variable expenses, I'm budgeting for groceries, and that will be $200. Eat out is $75. Supplements is receiving $50. Toiletries is receiving $20. Monthly subscriptions is receiving $36. My personal spending, fund money, is receiving $44. And I have $6 going to my March challenge. Sorry, February challenge, not March. My total variable expenses comes out to $431, which means I have $921.79 left over. For my sinking funds, I am budgeting $30 to health and medical. Occasions is receiving $50. And vehicle maintenance is receiving $120. And that comes out to $200, which leaves $721.79. And that full $721.79 is going to my student loans, which means that I have $0 left over to budget. And I have accounted for every penny of this paycheck. Let's go ahead and move over to adding these amounts to the budget categories. Okay, so rent is receiving $512.50, which brings the balance to $1,537.50. Cell phone is receiving $92, which brings the balance to $92.61. Fitness is receiving $35, which brings the balance to $70.59. Student loans is receiving $843.51, which brings the balance to $975.51. Groceries is receiving $200, which brings the balance to $365.62. Eat Out is receiving $75, which brings the balance to $101.55. Supplements is receiving $50, which brings the balance to $121.11. Toiletries is receiving $20, which brings the balance to $108.55. Monthly subscriptions is receiving $36, which brings the balance to $63.29. Personal is receiving $44, which brings the balance to, is that $200? Yeah, $200.83. Challenges is receiving $6, which brings the balance to $68. Health and Medical is receiving $30, which brings the balance to $257.59. Occasions is receiving $50, which brings the balance to $309.59. And then Vehicle Maintenance is receiving $120, and that brings the balance to $297.31. And that's where this paycheck is going. How do you decide where your paycheck goes? Let me know in the comments. And remember, progress is progress, no matter how small. See you in the next video. Toodles!